So let's start off with the main question behind it all. What is PHP? Assuming you have no idea what it is prior to taking this course. So instead of just giving you a flat definition out of nowhere, I rather give you an explanation with some backup. So if you ever crossed by a website that contains a form such as this, may not have to look the same, but you know the average login form where you have your email address, username perhaps, your password, then you have the login button and it puts you on your account. Or you can have, for example, another form that takes in more information about yourself. Maybe a registration page or customizing your profile. They're all over the place. For example, bigger website here, you might have recalled it, not sure, but they have forms all over their page. Now, I understand forms are only one of the very small examples, but PHP is included with this. And although you do not see it on the front end, this is HTML. These forms, it's a markup language. It's not PHP. However, what is happening behind the scenes that is making the user log in? What is configuring your profile? What's changing your settings? What's doing what you want to do, but not making you do all the work? Well, that's PHP. And it works with the unseen parts of a website. However, it does have a decent visual quality. You can put PHP in HTML pages. You can display an output with that. But like I said, I'll explain this all later in the tutorial. No need to fill your mind with all this yet. So let's give you some facts you can brag to your friends. Firstly, PHP was created during 1995. So it's been around for a while. It's developed. It's had time to grow and advance. Its original developer, though, was Rasmus Lerdorf. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. And that's a picture of the fellow right there. Very nice name. And PHP, when he created it, it was short for Personal Homepage. Well, isn't that what it seems to be now? However, it's expanded quite a lot more than a personal homepage. As 1995, the internet wasn't as large as it is now anyway, so intentions may have changed over time also. So PHP is a server-side, procedural, object-oriented, cross-platform, dynamic in nature, programming, scripting, language, yada yada yada. Why do I need to rant all of these large words to you? Well, they're important. And to start off, object-oriented is the one I will say just right now. You see this in a programming language that is pretty much in flat saying that it's strong. Object-oriented means it's established, it's a good feature to have, although it is very advanced for a beginner like yourself. I'm not going to go and explain what it is yet. That's later on. But just letting you know that if you see these words put together in a description, it's a nice thing to have on the programmer resume, I guess I should say. So in the upcoming videos, we're going to discuss whether or not PHP is the language for you and its ups and downs, because who doesn't like to slander something that they're teaching about, right? Alright, best of luck.